Monaco in wet conditions is really stuff of nightmares. This is a scenario which I hope you never have to race at, because it takes what is a really difficult track to master in the dry and just times it by 10. But this car setup is all about one thing, and that's stability. And I've started with the aero with both front and rear set to 50, which is really no surprise. You want as much downforce, as much sort of stability as you can get around Monaco. For the transmission, I've gone 50 and 50 again for the on-throttle and off-throttle diff, and this will provide the most amount of traction and sort of good rotation at slow speed. For the suspension geometry, I've kept things almost identical to our dry setup, gone with camber at -2.5 and -1, and then the toe at 0.06 and 0.26. With the suspension setup, again I've kept some things very similar to our dry setup. The most important change I've made here is to soften the rear suspension quite a lot, and that's just for added stability. So I've gone with 11 and 3 on the suspension and 6 and 1 on the anti-roll bars. And then I've given the ride height a fairly substantial boost as well to 39 and 45, which will help stop your car from aquaplaning, especially over some of the curbs and bumps that are quite large around Monaco. Brake pressure, I've gone 95%. I did actually consider lowering this a little bit more, but I thought I'd rather have a stable braking platform throughout every track around F123 in the rain, so I kept it at 95%. And then I set the brake bias to 55%. For the tyres, I've gone 22.6 on the front tyres, and then I've lowered the rear tyre pressures all the way down to 20, which is actually the same as our dry setup again, mainly to increase the amount of traction that we have. And that'll do it for this nightmarish scenario. Let me know in the comments below if you had to endure racing around Monaco in the rain, or if it's something that you would just completely skip past if it came up in career mode. Also, consider subscribing if you enjoyed this setup and other car setups that we've created so far. But for now guys, I'll see you on track.